Women of color kind of have difficulty finding their shades and foundations and concealers and things like that, because I think it's primarily because the standard of beauty in like the general like society, or in general society, is like a lighter color. So when you get deep into deeper shades, you don't really find them, or if you do find them, you don't find them with the correct undertones that will actually match like real women of color. Skin has different layers of color. So the undertone is like the base layer, so you can have like a warm, a neutral, or a cool undertone. Here we have a warmer undertone where these three here are cool undertones. You can kind of see where like orange is kind of coming into play here, but it's not overly orange. And you can also see how these have grayish, but not really gray. They just seem like these are based off of a cool bluey hue, and these have like a warm reddish orange hue to them. Some foundations, or like some brands, they neglect warm undertones, so if you put it on like a darker woman, she'll look ashy. Also, there might be hyperpigmentation in a warm undertone, so someone might look orange instead of looking their brown color. When it comes to me looking for my shade of makeup, it's usually hard for me to find my foundation color. I either am too light for the darker colors or too dark for the lighter shades. In most high-end products or most high-end brands, I won't be able to find my exact color match. But in drugstore foundations, there are a few brands that do really well in having a very broad shade range, including different undertones. I definitely think it's darker for women with deeper skin tones to find their shade. Also, to find concealer shades that help them with highlighting and contouring. Highlighting is using a lighter shade, usually 1 to 2, sometimes people go 3 shades lighter than their foundation, and it just makes the high points of their face stand out. Like usually the under eyes, the bridge of the nose, and the chin is highlighted. Contouring is the opposite of highlighting, is to give your face a definite shape. So people usually contour the cheeks, around the temple, and sometimes underneath the jawline. Contouring slims the face down, and usually a contour shade is 2 to 3 darker than the foundation shade. The type of hair products I use, it depends on what I want to do that day. I usually use a gel for hold, a cream-based product for moisture, shampoo and conditioner. I like to use light oils like coconut and argan oil for my personal hair. I try to use sulfate-free shampoo because I have thin hair and it will dry my hair out, and that's not good for me. My favorite brand for hair is Cantu. For different things, I'll use different brands. Like for gel, I like to use Eco Styler. For shampoos and conditioners, I like to use Shea Moisture. All the products I just mentioned, they are aimed for people of textured hair. When I'm in the store, it's kind of hard for me to find hair products. There's usually only like 1 or 2 shows that has hair products for textured hair, and even so, I have thin hair, so it's harder to find textured thin hair products. I think it's hard for women of color to find their hair products because the natural hair movement is relatively new. I know when I was younger, everyone had perms and everyone had straight hair. So what the stores are stocking up on was for black people with straight hair. And now that we have this natural hair movement, they're trying to like change over into getting more products for textured hair. And we just haven't got to the point where all the stores have all the products for textured hair. Also, with the pro-black movement, I think all this self-love and the accepting of their skin color and their hair textures is a big push in the beauty world, because now like companies can start to see that black women love their natural hair and black women love their deeper skin tones, and like brands will get in line with that and start to make more products aimed at women of color for their beauty regimens.